Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. We're channeling a divine masculine message from the collective today, and we can begin the message straight away. I never knew that you were that person waiting for me. Topical. My beloved divine feminine. How could I have known what incredible love this was? What an incredible love this was going to be. You tell yourself that it's lust at the beginning because it's the only way you can rationalise. It's the only way you can begin to explain such a connection if you don't know what it is and if you have absolutely no idea what's happening to you. I certainly didn't. It was a case of, what the hell is this? And so I employed my usual coping mechanisms, my old survival skills. Little did I know that they won't be needed anymore because we're going from surviving to thriving. Deep down in my heart, I've always known it was you, but sometimes one doesn't recognise their person because they don't recognise themselves. They don't see themselves clearly. I'm coming into a greater understanding of who I am in terms of my eternal self. And when I find myself, the more parts of myself that I find, the more that I find you there. It's a revealing process, and processes can take a while, and that's okay. But just keep doing what you're doing, keep doing the inner work, keep choosing to heal, because then we both choose to heal together. And there just comes a point where the revealing of one's person happens. And the final reveal can be instantaneous. A 1,000,000-piece jigsaw falls into place. So just surrender to the process and allow it to happen. As I'm more affected than you know. Yeah, big time. I'm very good at hiding these things. I'm very good at hiding my true feelings. I'm very good at hiding my emotions because I've always been about appearing invulnerable and wanting to be in control, and I admit that has been a problem. But you can't control something this big. You can't try to control something this big. If you try, it just creates stress, and you're not controlling anything anyway. But control comes from insecurity. My attempts at control came from my insecurities and my fears of being hurt if I opened myself up, if I showed who I really was, if I made myself vulnerable. But I'm working through all that. I'm coming into the realisation that it's really safe to be myself, really safe to show who I really am. It's really safe to be open. This is new territory for me, so thank you for holding space for me while I work through all these bits and pieces. And I do know that this journey at times can feel like an endurance trial, but you're nearly there. You're about to tap into some hidden reserves of energy, some hidden reserves of strength that you never knew were there, but you always had. So please don't give up on me. Please don't give up on yourself. It is like swimming. You can't stop. You want to keep your head above water all the time. But it's okay. There is an end to it. and you'll get your respite sooner than you think. Honesty is essential. So that's the theme of this message. Clearly, it's about being honest about who we are. Just be honest with yourself about who you are, a perfect divine being of love and light. Be honest about how magnificent you are. Be honest with yourself about how powerful you are. There is no need to be afraid of how powerful you are. People often are. But it's about being honest about who you are, being honest about your true feelings. Be honest about how you feel about this connection. And if you're honest with myself, then I will be honest with myself, and I'll be honest to you. I miss you, but I know that we are always together in spirit. Yeah, I am already with you. I am already with you. We don't know what it's like to not be with each other. So please, don't think, well, it's easy to get into the habit of feeling like your harmonious union is close. But it's not close, it's already here. It's already in you. And once you really come into the realization, really integrate that truth that you already have a harmonious union, that's when it manifests on the outside. So go into your heart, go into yourself, and water that fertile ground of our harmonious union and grow it and nurture it, because that's where you're growing our relationship. That's where our relationship is, and that's where it grows. I feel badly for the way that I treated you. You didn't deserve that. But thank you for not putting up with my bullshit, for not taking to heart whatever has come out of my mouth. That's not to be believed. That's not the divine truth. It's just me showing you where our blocks are. Do not be defeated by my blocks or our blocks. I'm just showing you where the next step, the next bit that needs working on. If I say or do something, or have said or done something you didn't like, go there, because that's where you go, and that's where you work, and that's where you love yourself. And if the same stuff keeps showing up in your reality, the same unpleasant stuff keeps showing up, that's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. You haven't failed. If it keeps showing up, it's just simply either you haven't done enough in the work or haven't identified what needs working on. But it's all okay. It may feel like you've worked through the same thing 100 times and it still shows up. But it's not the same thing. With every time you work through it, you're going another layer deeper. The healing is like the layers of an onion. You peel them off layer by layer. It may seem like there's an awful lot of them. There are parts of the journey where it seems like pulling the weeds is all there is, but there's a lot more to it than that. Really try and focus on the peace that's awaiting us on the other side of whatever challenge you're going through. Know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. Because you know who I really am in your heart. Your heart sees who I really am. Your heart sees the person that you fell in love with. Your heart knows me. So really go deeper during this time period into seeing yourself and knowing yourself, being honest with yourself, really seeing yourself in your full glory. Because that's when you see me clearly, and that's when I recognise you clearly. And don't be discouraged by what you see on the outside, because what you see on the outside is not the truth. I mean, because you are the one that called to do the spiritual work, and you're the one that understands the most about the twin flame dynamics, you know that there's so much more going on behind the scenes than what we're aware of. There's a lot of stuff that I'm moving into, that I'm working through, that I'm coming into, that I'm not even conscious of, and there's stuff happening that you're not conscious of. And that's all okay. It's all part of the revealing process. We just keep going. It's okay not to have all the answers all at once. Don't be in too much of a hurry to find the answers to love's dilemmas, because you can block your own intuition by doing that. Just relax, live your best life, keep doing what you're doing, and in time you will receive all the answers to love's riddles. If it wasn't for the circumstances, I would have married you the first day we met. I was that sure about you, and I just wanted my soul spouse back. Yeah, but there seemed to be too much in the way, but too much in the way externally. Well, that doesn't exist. It's just the blocks that were in the way, but the blocks are all internal, and the blocks are all things that you can clear. There is not one external situation or not one external obstacle or problem that can't be resolved within. Just go within yourself. You have everything you need right there. You can manifest a harmonious union without even leaving your armchair. You have all the tools, you have all the answers within you already. You don't need to be in a rush to tap into the answers that you already have in you. Just keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Everything you need will come to you at the perfect, most compassionate, divine pace. Please know that you're being divinely protected, you're being looked after, you're so cared for, and you are so loved. Just don't quit. You can't lose on this journey. It's a win-win situation for everyone involved. Don't worry about the other people on the periphery of our union. It will be a win-win situation for them in their own way as well. Just focus on you, show up for you, and love you, and then I can step into love with you. Thank you. I think I'm going to leave that there. I really hope you enjoyed this message, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.